Well, what is up, you beautiful people? This is Gary Horne, and this is the NWA. It's the show celebrating the past, present, future, history, legacy, and tradition of the greatest pro wrestling entity of all time. Of course, we're talking about the National Wrestling Alliance, and I am joined with Danny Dealz and Joe Galli. No idea where Kyle is or Will or anybody. Could be abducted by aliens.
I was going to do a run-in.
Yeah, maybe they're busy.
They could be busy. How could you be busy on a day like today when we're talking about NUFF SAID, NWA Power tomorrow night?
I was pretty damn busy today.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Everything gets busier closer to a pay-per-view,
Bullseye.
except for Kyle and Joe. They're always busy. Danny's always busy.
Yeah, that's going to be my ripoff of Cardona's shirt. Instead of always ready, I'll just say always busy. Actually, those would probably sell deals. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Bullseye.
We have to look at
I'm working on it.
Ah.
I had one during the intro. The countdown, I had one during the countdown.
Yeah, we'll show the replay later. I'm sure Gary had the camera running.
Yeah, we'll just get a close-up slow-mo shot of it. Shout out to the chat. Mark Markington, Corey Richmond in the chat. James Bell. Rush Freeman is here, ladies and gentlemen.
What?
Yeah, look at that guy. 1/2 of the Spectaculars, or 1/3 of the Spectaculars.
1/3.
Yeah. And Eric Dale, Fee is here. Jason Ward. Thank you guys for being here. Roy Caps is here, of course. Wouldn't be the same without you, Caps. And Jason Ward, NWA was awesome in Knoxville. Were you there live, Jason? If you were, hope you had a great time. And that show was awesome. I was happy to see that up close and in person. Danny Dealz got involved at one point, doing a run-in, talking about run-ins over here. You were.
We didn't do a run-in. We came.
What?
Made an announcement.
We came out, and Alex cashed in his championship opportunity because he carried Carey's team anyway. He won the whole thing by himself. And so we just came out. We could have jumped him, as Alex previously stated. We could have jumped him right and did it right there, beat up old rock and roll rigor mortis and all that kind of stuff. But we didn't. We said, we'll see you in Tampa. How's that grab you?
If Ricky Morton gets physical, Danny, are you ready to get physical?
I'm going to take him right out. Get him out of here.
Okay. All right. Well, at least you're confident, I guess.
Yeah, we're not worried about that.
All right. Well, we're happy to see all of you here, and hopefully here in a little bit we'll have a special guest. Kevin Kiley is announced. That's a pretty cool get, I thought. And I'm surprised you didn't petition harder for it to be Alex Taylor, but we do have a special word thanks to you from Alex Taylor, so I guess there's that.
There you go. His presence will be noted anyway. Also, by the way, Gary, I think I sent you something earlier. I think I sent you a code earlier. And it's for everybody, but the peeps here on the show get it first.
That's right. The peeps on the show get access to this. Use the code NUFF Dealz for 20% off through Thursday, February 14th. That's Valentine's Day for those.
That is Valentine's Day. Get your sweetie something.
Yeah.
Look at that new stuff right there.
Live power shirts left, Dealz?
I do, but I didn't know if you I didn't know if I should sell them on the website or only to the people who show up at the live power.
That's a good question. That's a good question, Dealz.
And if you're missing a Valentine, look at that. You could get like a big, huge banner of Camille or Mecha Wolf and Bastia along with
you just bypass the women's tag champions. They're holding.
No, I was going to them next. I was going to go up to them.
Likely story.
What is the girl's name in the other NWA t-shirt here?
Oh, that's Tootsie Roll. She's wearing the inverted star shirt, and it goes well with the beanie. I told her to take a picture in the shirt, and she said, it goes well with this beanie. Look at this. So it does.
Bullseye.
So, should make a combo there. Of course, there's a new green hoodie, which I'm currently wearing. There's a new program. There's all kinds of stuff. They've made a new bundle. Of course, there's going to be a new shirt for the pay-per-view, only available there in Florida. Maybe afterwards, but that's if there's any left over. And there's all kinds of stuff. Deal Man's working hard while we're training Alex for his big World's Junior Heavyweight Championship. We're also putting deals out. So,
is Tootsie Roll your wife? I saw that in the chat.
Bullseye.
She is not. No.
I saw that program there too. By the way, that program.
We are actually both from Cleveland originally, but no. I'm probably 20 years older than her.
The program is there. You can get one of those. Odinson is not in it though, so just be aware of that. There was a rampage in the back.
Well, I told him I was sorry. He said that's fine. I don't know how much of a rampage it really was. Maybe it was at first, but
no.
Someone's doing activities during the stream. No, that's Biff over here. He's chasing this thing around.
Danny gonna drop the Cleveland Ridge hand on Ricky. That's what I'm seeing there. That's
Cleveland Ridge. Okay.
If your lady isn't wearing NWA merch, you're a failure as a man. Well
said, Derek.
That's Eric in the chat, just calling him like he sees him.
That's right.
I'm wearing a Pro Wrestling is Fixed shirt in mourning for our boys, the Fixers.
Oh, geez.
Who lost their NWA.
They did indeed.
Tag team championships.
Are they in the chat? Usually Wrecking Ball is.
Now, here's the thing. Now, does this go along with, like, remember the Jim Rome, the Jungle Karma? They were on the show and then they won the titles. I don't know if anybody's
curious if that's the case.
The Jim Rome show in the 90s, they called that the Jungle Karma.
People if it is the case, then we'll get some hot guests from here on out. Like people are going to be joining just to win titles. So
I know it's a toque, Mark Markington, but I am in front of mostly an American audience. So if I said toque, then I'll go, oh, so I said beanie. But I am aware that it is a toque. Yes.
100% I would have said, oh.
Yes. That's why I just said beanie, keep it easy. Joe knows because he's an international man of mystery. So he knows all.
Oh, a toque in Canada? Is that where it's?
Yeah, it's Canada. Yeah.
Too close to the sun for the.
Just like I didn't correct the guy in Knoxville who asked me for a toboggan, which is a wooden sled, but for some bizarre reason in the South they call beanies toboggans. Nobody knows why.
That is interesting. Yeah. Super weird. I met Mike Durband at the Knoxville show. That was cool.
Big Money Mike. He was there. He takes good pictures. You see the pictures he took from there?
Yeah, pictures are good.
Yeah, I
great pictures.
Tweeted some of those.
He's also the K100 NWA reporter. But you guys didn't know that.
I did not know that.
Now the world knows.
Oh, actually, I think we did kind of talk about it, but he said he wanted to keep it secret. So you.
Oh, okay. Well, it's too late for that.
Yeah, too late for that.
Too late for love.
Meticulously says they want to offer a promotion of our channel. Viewers, followers, view chat bots. That's I don't know. How many live streams do you think actually throw the bots comments up on the live stream?
Just here. That's the quality program.
See, that's what you miss when Wil isn't here. Wil would have filtered that out.
He would have nixed that right in the bud. Look at that. I'll throw Rush Freeman's great compliment of you, Mike, up on the thing there. Great photographer. All right. Well, let's see. Well, there's don't forget the deals. Valentine's Day, New Year deals, 20% off at nationalwrestlingalliance.com/shop.
No.
Oh, that's the wrong one. I forgot that I didn't update that one because I had the little picture.
Yes, NUFF deals.
NUFF deals.
New Year's. Christ, we're in the second month already.
I know. Come on, dude. It's already February.
Yeah, it's almost over.
NUFF deals, 20%
it's almost spring. Pretty soon we have to do
2023. Blowing through it.
Yeah.
What is wrong with me?
Next thing you know, it's gonna be Christmas.
There's a lot to keep up with, and so that's what's happening.
We got Florida, we got Mexico, we got Australia, we got potentially more places.
Well, hopefully
definitely more places. I just can't.
I was going to say, well, hopefully more places. And Joe, are you going to Australia?
It's looking like it. So that'll be fun.
Exciting.
Never been there.
Yeah.
Did a couple trips to Japan in my life, but I've never been to Australia.
Alex just let me know that he shoveled dirt for 11 hours today. Some real rocky shit. He said, Kerry Drago ain't doing that shit. That's right. No. He's getting ready. He's getting in there.
He's getting his hand massage.
He's getting the hearts on fire to Rocky IV training. That's what he's doing. Right?
Oh, he's chasing the chicken. Is he chasing the chicken?
That's part one.
Oh, that is part one. That's right.
I feel like if Alex Taylor wins the NWA Junior Heavyweight Championship, Dealz, that's going to give you some more power in the NWA and one step closer to tackling Medusa instead of dealing with stuff like. I love that Pro Wrestling Cinema just
throws for
made a
him.
music video out of that.
I just saw a still shot of it.
Oh, well, it's you getting slapped in the face by Medusa.
Yeah.
There's a cameraman behind you just smiling.
Very mean. It's very mean.
Super happy about it.
Very mean.
Anyway.
Well, they're degenerates.
Medusa has a book coming out. Rush Freeman pointing
She
that
does.
out. Yep.
She'll be doing autograph signings if she can get copies of it in time. So.
Oh, is that coming?
What
is that release date before?
I'm not exactly sure, but these authors sometimes they can get a stack of them before the official release date, and so she's seeing if she can make something work. Because we know Tyrus is going to have his books there. Seems to do well selling those as well. So yeah, lots of stuff. Lots of stuff you can get. Lots of goodies. Lots of goodies you can go home to. Could be a good Father's Day gift, St. Patrick's Day gift, whatever kind of gift.
Yeah,
that'd be a cool
it's
treat.
Green. The book's green, right? Everything is green.
The Medusa book is called The Woman Who Would Be King, the Medusa story. It comes out March 28th, according to Amazon. So you could get it early, potentially. Enough said in Tampa. We'll
Maybe.
See.
No
Maybe.
guarantees.
No.
Heard it on the grapevine.
Card subject to change. All right. And let's see here. We are still waiting on a guest. I have not heard anything else.
Let's talk about the pay-per-view.
Yeah, we talk about the pay-per-view. We can talk about Power.
Yeah.
Big episode of Power coming back for everybody from Knoxville. What do you want to jump into, Gary? It's your show.
Yeah, it's your show.
We might as well. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. No, I was just making sure I had missed a message.
Bullseye, Gary, for you.
Oh, once this section gets submerged, definitely that bullseye shirt is going to be one of the things. Creme Brulee says, "I'm here. We can start now." All right, congratulations. Polka Dot Pam is here. Let's talk about the pay-per-view.
He wants to talk about the pay-per-view.
Yeah, Polka Dot Pam wants to talk about the pay-per-view, so we'll talk about the pay-per-view.
All right.
Well,
show,
one of
Gary.
the big things.
It's her show.
It is Polka Dot Pam's show. So one of the big matches that are that's happening at that pay-per-view, we've let's see. Let's start with how about since Polka Dot Pam made the request. Look at this one. Trevor Murdoch is taking on Chris Adonis.
Ooh-wee.
That match is going to be
heat.
fire, and I'm not even being facetious here. I am super excited about that. Just take a look at this clip from last week on Power in the Champions Series, how this played out to reignite this feud.
In this building means something.
Yeah, this is where...
Did he eliminate him? Trevor Murdoch has been eliminated!
Exactly right, Tim, about Trevor Murdoch became an NWA World Heavyweight Champion in this very building, but no, he's trying.
That's not an elimination.
No, that's not an elimination.
Oh,
Chris
no.
Adonis was pulled under the bottom rope. He needs to go over the top rope to be eliminated. As Adonis goes face first into the steel, Trevor Murdoch is unhinged.
Into the rail, into the apron, off the post.
Team Rock and Roll is livid. Woo. But what are you going to do? How are you going to stop Trevor Murdoch?
Billy back on the apron.
So that big elimination there, former World Heavyweight Champion Trevor Murdoch getting eliminated in the Champion Series by...
He was pissed.
Yeah, he was not happy with that attack.
They've had heat for years. I mean, go all the way back to the battles over the national championship. I mean, they're no strangers to throwing ham hocks at each other.
Oh yeah. No, I was telling Doc Stinson was there with me that night, and we were both standing there out in front, just watching in person at that match. When those two guys got in the ring together, there was fire. And sometimes you can see enough, and you can even hear it in Joe's voice. I feel like you see enough. Maybe you think you could get jaded by seeing action like that in the ring, but those two start hitting each other. Oh my God. I was just amped up. I was just jumping up and down. I
thought you were going to hit the ring, Gary.
No, I probably would not hit the ring with those two guys in there.
Bullseye!
Yeah, exactly, Joe. And those two guys go hard. And I can't wait to see those two fight. Like Joe said, they got plenty of history. That elimination by Adonis
Speaking of jaded, trying to get, for some reason, updated my laptop. Couldn't get the camera to work for this. So, hey, check it out. Now I'm
Just
Good
just
Lord,
got
you
it.
sound professional, Kyle. That's good.
Do I sound professional? I don't know.
Oh, the
if that's...
mic setup sounds nice.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is the same thing I've had before.
I don't
Sounds
know.
especially nice today. Take
Nice.
the compliment, damn it.
Perfect. I hope just in time for the podcast.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing today, by the way?
We were talking about Trevor getting pissed and attacking Chris. Like, I'm going to get you. When he got
Trevor's an angry young man. You know, I feel him. I mean, obviously, he's had 2 championship reigns, and at the end of the day, you'd think that that would earn somebody respect, but people still don't have the utmost respect for Trevor Murdoch. And I think that at a certain point, that weighs on a man. And I think that, again, I've said this in the past, and I'm going to say it before, the angrier he gets, the more responsible I feel like we all are for that.
I'm nice to him.
Yeah, I mean, you're the deal man. You give us all deals. Let me tell you something. By the way, I don't know if you plugged it, but you wearing that green hoodie right there, that thing is so soft. Oh, it's perfect for the cold weather.
It's my new go-to.
It's fit. And I got to be honest with you. I saw it and I was like, at first I thought it was the black one. I picked it up and I was like, must be weird lighting. And I brought it over a little bit. I'm like, no, this is like a weird hunter green. Not my first choice, but I got to tell you something. It's grown on me. I love it.
It's
You
super soft, like the
are now
purple
my
one.
first choice.
A nice one. It's nice.
So talking about that Trevor Murdoch thing, after that
The
vicious
brutality.
Adonis was immediately eliminated by Thrillbilly right after that. So cost Trevor the match and then cost Adonis the match. These two, that fire has been reignited. They would have beat the hell out of each other. Caps talking about the brutality of Trevor Murdoch and Eric saying he fears for Adonis. And Polka Dot Pam, of course, saying don't fear for Adonis. He's going to take Murdoch down, but we're going to find out.
Polka Dot Pam's also going to take Adonis down. So, yeah.
Wow. All right. And,
What else
What's that supposed to mean?
yeah, I don't even know what he's talking about.
Kyle's drunk and high. He's had them gummies. I see the gummy eyes. He's got them. If you just take a look here and here, here and here.
Can you follow Joe's dart?
Here and here. You will see
Pineapple
they are
raspberry.
as red as the devil's dick.
I have a prescription.
Oh, boy.
Walk a straight line. All right. Hey.
I can't sing Indian style in front of this. What else we got going on?
Well, there's so much going on February the 11th at NUFF SAID. That's just one of the big matches. This one will, how about a little clip here that'll lead us into 2 matches we should talk about. Let's throw to this.
And that's exactly what they are. They're a bunch of wimps. I think it's an excuse. There's a reason why they're not here. It's because they're a bunch.
Oh, but they are here! Oh, my God! The kendo stick!
Nobody knew they were
Angelina
here.
Love, where'd they come from?
We didn't see them in the back at
We didn't
all.
see them. Oh, my God! And they came loaded to bear. They came with weapons.
Were they just
Under
hiding in the back
guardrail.
all day?
My God, she's collapsed that steel guardrail.
Oh, my God.
Into the post. We were told that Vodder and Angelina Love had travel issues
She's got
because
the
of the
kendo
They got the kendo stick.
She's choking the champ with the kendo stick.
Someone's gonna
Joe,
stop
what
this.
is going on right now?
That's the NWA World Women's Champion. She's been champion for 604 days, and she's being choked to death with a stick.
Oh, my God, and she's forced to watch Vodder and Tom.
Latimer. Blow to Latimer.
This is insane right now. No.
Stick. No, she's making Camille watch.
Look at Angelina forcing Camille to watch Vodder smash her husband with the kendo stick. Oh, no.
Come on, leave it. No.
Objection to the champ. The disrespect shown to Tom Latimer and the NWA Women's Champion Camille by Psycho Love.
They're sending a message. That's the only way I can look at it.
Message sent, message received, I think.
I have never seen. Wow, that was weird.
A little behind the scenes action. I was going to cut that clip a lot earlier, but I had to leave that part in. Just where it's hard to take Joe off his game for just a second.
Well, no, here's the thing, and this is legit. We had to deal with travel issues all day for Live Power to the point where up until like an hour before the show, Joe and I were still trying to figure out who's going to be on that freaking show. Card is subject to change. And I was more annoyed by the fact that I believe they really weren't there. Call me naive, but I had dealt with so many issues of people not showing up. And because of flights being diverted, we had 8 people that literally flew out of Atlanta, got to Knoxville, got told they couldn't land, then turned around, landed back in Atlanta, had to come back the next day. That was fun. Joe, being a Texas man there, had ice storm in his little area and everything going on there. So when two people tell me they're not going to be there and then they're there, that's extra heartache and headache for me. Not a fan.
You don't even think about that. Forget Tom Latimer and Camille.
Well, Tom Latimer and Camille, I think it's great. But they are going to get the revenge coming up. NUFF SAID, February 11th. But let's talk about Joe and I. We had to deal with that. And I hate the fact that I had a promo interrupted by shenanigans. Sure, two people got hurt during those shenanigans, but shenanigans nonetheless.
They got jumped. Yeah, that's great. But
yeah. So
it now has led to 2 matches. I was misinformed as we went into NWA USA about what the booking was going to be. Or perhaps I was informed that things changed. It was a chaotic time in Knoxville. So let's talk about these 2 big matches that we're going to get. 2 for 1 now. Okay.
Bullseye.
Yeah, we were going to have an intergender tag match, but now it's led to NUFF SAID on February the 11th. We're going to get Tom Latimer taking on Fodder.
In a what?
Singapore Cane match.
Do you know how far Singapore is from Tampa?
Yeah,
Singapore
it's going to be crazy.
Those Canes are going to have to fly 22 hours. Kyle, what if the Canes don't arrive?
I was just thinking that. What if there's travel issues for the Canes? You took the words right out of my brain, Joe Galli. It's like we're part of the same human being.
You're going to have to find a different kind of cane. That's going to be tough.
I got to hook up like an hour away.
That's got to be a Singapore cane.
A Tampa cane.
I'll get you a deal on them. I got to connect an hour up.
Tampa cane would have like an alligator on it.
It's funny because we were just in Knoxville, and Knoxville has their own cane. That was Knoxville cane.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if you've ever seen
That's
Tampa
made of
cane,
fine
but it's
Great Smoky Mountain.
Tampa cane's powdery and white. So
so's the Knoxville
Jesus
cane.
Christ.
With you as well.
It's Miami. Anyway, what's the other match, Garrison?
Well, so the other Miami Vice here. Camille, so ready for vengeance against Angelina Love for that vicious attack, has granted Angelina Love signed on for a title match with the stipulation that this is no disqualification. You've got Camille versus multi-time Impact Women's Champion Angelina Love.
Big time.
This could be a huge challenge for Camille.
Big time mistake by Camille.
Yeah, she was also a ROH Women's Champion, if I'm not mistaken. Angel should have had her title match a long time ago. It's a travesty that it had to come to this, but that she had to jump Camille to get a match. You know,
and that's why it's a big time mistake by Camille to make this a no DQ match. To ask for that, to try to get revenge. Yeah, I get what you're saying is nothing could stop Camille from doing devastation to Angelina Love. But we just saw what happened when there weren't any rules. Right in that match, she was able to
Angel's crazy. Let me tell you.
Advantage of Tom Latimer. I mean, come on, that's not an easy thing to do.
Angel's crazy. Let me tell you, as a former member of Love Security, she's crazy.
Well, she seemed like it. I mean, she got a "that's weird" out of Joe, and Joe
that's weird.
thinks very little is weird.
Then what was weirder was Velvet's explanation that perhaps she was low on electrolytes.
That could have been it, though. It could have been.
That's
we
why
had
I was
Gatorade
drinking, ladies and gentlemen. Gatorade zero. Zero sugar, all the flavor, and the electrolytes.
Zero sugar, 100% fodder.
All the flavor and all the electrolytes.
And when I'm having that, I like to enjoy Nashville's own Big Papa popcorn. Make sure you get a bite of that. That is also the caramel chocolate drizzle. Go to Big Papa Corn on Instagram. Delicious.
A lot of chat going off about Dak Draper, too. I look forward to hearing something about Dak Draper coming up. That would be cool. But
when Dak Draper, he's the mile high magnum. And when I want to be a mile high, I find encore stuff.
You do drugs.
Oh, I'm glad all this got out before Kevin Kiley showed up. So this
guys, it's been a rough couple of weeks for Joe and I, and it's going to be a rough weekend too headed into this because NUFF SAID's going to be an amazing show, and the people behind it want to give you the best experience possible. But until then, let's enjoy life. Bullseye.
Knoxville King makes me want to go to the bathroom, says Creme Brulee.
All right.
I was talking about Glenn Jacobs this whole time. Or was this a drug reference?
Glenn Jacobs was around, right? Like I saw pictures with him and Tyrus, and
I was ringside with Joe the whole time. I had no idea that it's got to be Mayor Kane.
Yeah, I never saw that brother either. What else is on the paper?
Well, I was going to also mention that WC
Mark Markington, by the way,
whole NWA crew.
Like.
You're welcome, WC. Thanks for showing up to Knoxville, and I'm glad you had a good time Pam said Camille's going to kill Angelina. WC has no fear.
I mean, just because we're going to be in Florida doesn't mean that anything goes, ladies and gentlemen. Florida still has rules.
Raven?
Yeah.
New boss to know if Natalia Markova is going to be at NUFF SAID.
Hey.
I believe that her
tuned.
and Mercurio will be in action. I'm just putting that out there.
Oh, little behind the scenes, like just
That's
a
a
teaser
tease.
there.
What the heck was that, Kyle? Some sort of
was my
crab?
tease.
You're some sort of crab dance because you got crabs now?
Oh, look at Willie Boa, Dak
Is that what you
Draper,
brought
future
home from
NWA World
Knoxville?
Heavyweight Champion.
Oh.
I love Jason Ward here. When is Silas going to get a push for the belt? What do you think's happening with Silas right now? That guy is as
He wants the
on fire
national
as
title.
anybody could be.
He wants the national
Bullseye.
title. That's what him and Pollo have been
See?
talking about.
Bullseye.
Yeah, they have been
Bullseye
talking
right
about the
on
national
that.
title. I'm glad you brought that up. That's a great point, Dealz, because he's not the only
Segue.
one that's been talking about the national title. If you watched NWA USA this past weekend, another gentleman, he got his title shot for the national title, step past Silas, I guess you could say, using his own methods.
I give you a free shot to hit me in the chin. I do not hit kids, but I will f you up.
I'm so glad the referees are out here. Things are getting really heated.
Whoa, dear God, Homicide.
Wow.
Let's go. Come on now.
Oh, turns out Austin Idol was making good on that promise. He will see Homicide again in Tampa, Florida, as Homicide has been granted an NWA National Heavyweight Championship match against the great Scion.
It's a good thing we were on 7-second delay there.
Oh
Kyle,
yeah, that man. That
Kyle,
man
you got to
has-
control your uncle.
My uncle is a man who I respect and love, and I'm just glad that he decided that he wasn't going to assault me. And you know, if Austin Idol's going to run his mouth, I'm not going to get in the way because I know what Homicide can do. I mean, the man's name is Homicide.
I can't believe
Not
I'm going to say
misdemeanor.
this, but in defense of Austin Idol, he got called out there. It's not like he just showed up, and he wasn't. I mean, granted, he did talk back to Homicide. Homicide offered the challenge, and initially Idol did say, "You're a junior heavyweight, and you're not really in our division," and that did not go over well for
Homicide's a
Homicide.
former Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. I don't know what he's talking about. Some win that ringside in New York. City.
Yeah, that's true.
By the way,
I didn't even hear Homicide. I just heard Kyle go out and be like, "Sorry, folks. Sometimes he gets a little carried away." I was like, "Oh, he must have said something crazy."
Yeah.
He was just being him.
Yeah,
Nothing
most
wrong
of
with
what
that.
Homicide said could not be aired.
A lot of bleeping.
Yeah.
In multiple languages, though. Give him credit.
Yeah. He switched
Yep.
it up. It's for
If
the
you
international
throw out
audience.
expletives. Yep, that's
I
right.
can only curse in one language, so Homicide's got me one up on that.
I got about 3 I can cuss you out.
Most people can curse in multiple languages. It's the
Yeah.
first words you use as a child when you're learning other languages.
Yes.
I guess that's true. Yeah,
I was waiting for that other part of the sentence. I was like, Kyle's first word was puto. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. Puto cara.
Oh man.
Yes, Homicide versus Scion is going to be grand. Rush Freeman, Homicide would demolish the great Scion. Rush Freeman, man, I don't even think you should just keep Homicide's name out of your mouth.
Woo.
I'm just saying.
Over there, Kyle, but
I'm just saying. I think the man's dangerous, and I do nothing but compliment the man. But all it takes is one Rush Freeman saying the wrong thing. And
Get ready. I guess Kyle Davis going to be managing Homicide soon. It sounds like. So.
No, we're gonna
my
make him manage
God.
Rush Freeman. We'll have him manage Rush Freeman.
Rush Freeman.
Oh.
I like Rush. He's one of the nicest people in the ring, and man, can he rock a bow tie. And also, let me tell you this: Rush, women love Rush, like literally. I don't know what it is.
there are a lot of women at Rush concerts.
I've never seen it, but Rush is taken now. He has a very
Especially when they get to Tom Sawyer.
lady.
That's
Yeah,
when the panties
that's when
come
they go
off.
wild for that. YYZ, they just go, they take their shirts off. I think we're talking about 2 different Rushes here, Joey G. What else is on the pay-per-view?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Danny. There's plenty more on the pay-per-view. One thing that would be worth talking about, I suppose, is the NWA Junior Heavyweight Championship
right.
is on the line as Alex Taylor, alongside Danny Dealz, is going to be taking on Kerry Morton for that title. Kerry Morton, been a pretty active champion out there, all over the place, defending that title, doing a great job.
He's got a fake injury, and he's using a weapon on his arm, and that's how he's winning. That's how he beat Joe Alonzo there in Knoxville.
Let's not forget he's saying homicide for that title.
You saying he's loading that cast, Danny?
He absolutely is a loaded cast.
Oh, I'm gonna have the refs double check that thing.
Yes, I'll be on top of it.
No Bob Orton shenanigans in my NWA.
No.
Thank you very much.
I did earlier before we went on the air.
That's a leg.
I did get sent a video related to this match. I had no idea who it would have come from. It was a mysterious delivery, anonymous. So let's roll that.
That's right. We're out here training. We're running steps like we're in Rocky 1. You know what I mean? Because this Saturday, NUFF SAID, Tampa, Florida, Plunkett gassed up the helicopter. He went down to check out the territory bars, find out where the resats are and all the beer, because we're going to be celebrating when young Alex puts, well, I guess it's not the 10 pounds because that's the world title, so the 5 pounds of gold, the junior heavyweight title, the world championship, the first world championship in recent memory. Well, world championships all over the world. But this is what's going to happen, Mr. Kerry Morton. And also, I'm filing a grievance because I know you got a fake injury. That's a weapon, that cast. That's how you beat Joe Alonzo. That's not going to happen here. And if you want to bring it, then bring it. Maybe we'll take it off and use it on him or something like that. So this is going to be real easy. NUFF SAID, new world junior heavyweight champion. How do you like the sounds of that, champ? What do you think?
Oh, I love it. You know what really bothers me? I thought me and Kerry were friends. You know?
Yeah, I know.
We came out there. You see how hurt he was? How angry he was?
He was mad that you carried the team to the champion series victory.
We could have came out there right then and snuck him. He could have knocked out Ricky. Kerry's hands broken, just got beat up by Joe Alonzo. We could have took it right there. But I gave you the courtesy, Kerry, of waiting 7 days to have 7 more days with that championship. But listen, in Tampa, I'm taking what's mine, and I'm going to give you the ass whooping your daddy never gave you.
Live on Fight. Be there, be square. We're going to be there. All right, let's go back to training, champ. All right, let's go.
That guy's amazing. By that guy, I do mean Danny Dealz. And then also Alex Taylor is one of my favorite breakout stars. Him and Thrillbilly Silas, 2 of my favorite people. Literally, the chance that gold is in both of their futures, possibly, maybe. Real excited about that. Alex
It was
Taylor,
very nice of Alex to give him another 7 days for that title.
I thought so too. You guys came out there. You're chilling at ringside. You were like, we could do this now, or we can make it happen on a bigger scale. And I like that, Dealz. I could see what you're going for. You want to make sure that as a new champ is crowned, he has the most eyes on him. You want to make sure that pay-per-view, you pop those buy rates.
Yeah, there's no way that, and we still would have hit the time constraints of NWA USA being a half an hour because Alex could have took them out in 2 minutes right there. But let's do it on pay-per-view. Good people in Tampa. Everybody can watch it on pay-per-view on Fight. It'll be a much more exciting coronation, if you will. What do you think, Garrison?
I think that, I am a big fan of Alex Taylor. I think he's on the come up. The guy is looking better and better. He's one of the best physiques in the National Wrestling Alliance. That guy, he said he was probably bigger than Chris Adonis. I remember he had that going on social media. I'm not sure about that part, but we'll let Polka Dot Pam decide. But I will say that Alex Taylor, it has been the progression of that guy in the last several weeks has been just outstanding. And it's cool to see him get this opportunity for the NWA Junior Heavyweight Championship. And if Kerry's not on his game, I actually do believe Alex Taylor could definitely take that title off.
Alex Taylor was getting win after win for his team in the Champion Series, and now look at him turning that in.
Carried the whole team. Carried the whole team. You saw Kiley. You were at ringside the whole time.
I got to be honest with you. 2 pinfalls during that. That's pretty impressive. Not a lot of people.
10 points, brother.
Yeah, bro.
He beat the entire Hawks family in that tournament. He beat Hollywood and P. Jizzle. Took them both out.
He beat all of New Orleans. What do we got going on here in the chat
all
right
of
now?
Chalmette, Louisiana.
Magic Jake's getting his top hat going. Guys, I heard a rumor that Magic Jake is ready to get back in the ring, but I don't know if that's true.
Well, maybe we'll see him this coming weekend in Tampa.
I did sign him up for
also Eric Dale
breakdancing competition. See if his ankle was back.
Eric Dale, I did used to have a team in the NWA back in 2009 called the Players Club. We came out to Neo's Sexy Love. There you go, a little history lesson there.
That sounds like a rabbit hole we could go down some other time, Kyle. Because right now, what I would like to point out is another huge match that's happening at NUFF SAID is EC3 is going to be taking on the rare breed Kevin Kiley. And that
you can see it's bright in that graphic because they're both squinting.
This match got a lot of people excited, not just because of EC3, we'll give him a little credit, but also because Kevin Kiley making his return to the ring, televised to the ring. And Kevin Kiley happens to be here with us today.
Big time.
What a segue, Gary.
Double K coming in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, it's
Look
so
at this
good
guy.
to meet you, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it. I'm very grateful for the opportunity. Extremely grateful. Thank you.
Listen, as somebody who's gotten opportunities before, I got to be honest with you. It comes down to not only knowing the right people, but being in a position to live up to people's expectations. You know the right people. You have the ability to live up to expectations. You're here. You're in the National Wrestling Alliance, debuting on pay-per-view February 11th against EC3. Share with the audience. What's the thoughts? What's the feelings? This is a big deal.
Yeah, it's a huge deal for me. I'm very grateful to everybody at NWA, Billy Corgan, for putting faith in me to really allow me to have this opportunity to kind of debut on a pay-per-view. And I get to, be around guys that I was, dating even back to the FCW when I came up. We're going to be in the same area right around there. It's going to be the same energy. It's almost like, it's like a rebirth for me. And this is like, I keep God very close to me in my life, and it's like, it's all just kind of aligning in this beautiful way. And I just wanted to thank you guys. I'm excited to get out there, and I'm excited to have a match again, and get back to what I love doing, what I really enjoy doing after COVID and all of that stuff has really passed us. So yeah, I'm really, really excited.
And I know that I've heard a lot of people online talk about the possibility of maybe some ring rust or things like that. But let's look at this from the other way. You have had the ability to watch and scout and witness people like EC3 as they have come up. You're a wild card to them. You're the rare breed. They haven't had the same ability to see where you are at right now. So you literally could just come in. You could shock the world.
Yeah, I've been away for a while. You know what I mean? And that, it could be a gift and a curse when I get out there, right? There absolutely could be some rust, and I'm really not going to figure it out until I lock up with EC3. But the thing I do respect about him is intelligence. I've watched his work. I remember when he broke into the business, and I've seen him evolve. I love the way he talks. He cuts promos. He does a really, really amazing job. And I respect him as an opponent. So get out there with him, on my first televised match on pay-per-view. It's going to be really exciting. It's going to be really exciting. And we're going to create some magic out there.
I gotta say, a lot of our fans in the chat right now, and of the NWA, one of the cool things I love about the National Wrestling Alliance is these fans are sometimes fans that haven't been following for a little while. They're lapsed fans that are coming back, or even sometimes we've got quite a bit of brand new fans that are just catching wrestling for the first time. And so I just want to make clear to them, for those that don't know, this Kevin Kiley is not. I feel like a lot of people should know this, but you're not just a green new guy coming in. You're not a fresh rookie. You are an established talent. And I got what is it like for you? Like, as far as after taking that time off, like, does it feel like it's brand new again, or does it, is it all the same?
Yeah.
It's just...
What I am getting right now, and once again, I'm really grateful. I think I'm really getting an opportunity to be my authentic self. With coming to NWA, and I'm not Alex Riley anymore. I'm Kevin Kiley, and I'm Kevin Kiley Jr. And it's just like I get an opportunity, to recreate this person, which I'm really grateful for. So it is. It's kind of a transformation process, and it's going to be a lot more authentic to who I really am, and I think that's amazing.
Now, a guy like EC3, I know you complimented him there, but one of the wild things about EC3 is he's very cerebral in the way that he handles things. You did mention his intelligence. Are you gonna? He's got this thing about him where he seems to want to transform people in his own way. Now, you're talking about this transformation. I'm just curious if you're concerned with what he might have in mind.
Well, he's trying to control everybody's narrative, right? And that's a powerful message, because we all are, we are the stories that we create, and we're the stories that we tell each other. And sometimes we end up being the story that the world tells us, right? If we're careful. So I do respect his work. We may be on a little bit of the same narrative, though. Who knows by the end of the match? That's the thing. Like, I have an idea of who I am, and he maybe have a different idea of who I am. And I got an idea of who he is, and we're going to go out there and we're going to battle. We're going to battle it out. But I absolutely do. I think he's a really intelligent person, and I've watched his work and I've watched him evolve, and I think he's a great opponent.
What were the conversations like for you to get back into the NWA? Like, I know you sound like a grateful guy, and so I appreciate that about you too. And but you would have had to talk to Mr. Corgan and everything. I'm just curious, what was that like, making that decision and having those talks?
I haven't spoken to Billy Corgan, but EC3 kind of challenged me, right? And he put me in touch with the right people, and here I am, and I'm just like, everybody that has reached out to me and been very kind to me, and I'm grateful. But I haven't spoken to Billy Corgan yet, but I would love to meet him or speak to him face to face at the pay-per-view.
That's interesting. And that, so we're glad to have you too. And I do want to give one person in the chat here a chance. I was curious about this because you sound like an awesome guy, Kevin. And somebody's asking in the chat, just you seem to be keeping it positive, but what happens when EC3 goes dirty? He's notorious for this. How does Kiley retaliate to that? Are you a high road guy or what?
I don't know yet. I might go high road, but I may go low road if I need to.
Depends on the level of dirty that EC3 goes.
What's that?
So it depends on the level of dirty that EC3 goes, right?
Yeah, he's he takes the business extremely seriously, but I also take it pretty seriously. So like I said, it's going to be a good matchup, and I can't wait to get to Tampa. I'm going to try to work out a couple days before some of the rust off and get out there.
So not to get the whole looking past EC3, but obviously we're hoping this isn't just a one-off deal. I hope you're successful. I hope that this is the building of a beautiful thing. But anytime anybody I've ever spoken to, when they come in somewhere, they've got goals. I mean, short-term, EC3. Long-term, what are your goals here?
I'm just taking it like one match at a time. I really, really want to focus on this. I think he's an amazing opponent. Pay-per-view. It's going to be my first singles match in a really, really long time. So right now my singular focus is EC3, and then if I go out there and I show you guys that I still got some gas in the tank, like, we'll see what happens. But I don't want to look past them. I don't want to look past February 11th and NWA NUFF SAID. I want to stay really focused on that night.
You're incredibly modest, and I get to the point where I'm starting to question, are you being purposely overly modest to put him into a false sense of security? And in your head, you're like, I got this. I'm not even worried.
Yeah, no, this is the real me. I've been out for a while, and I'm getting an opportunity to come back. So I'm staying very grateful for it, and everybody at NWA and the Wise Men and Tyrus, they've all really, really, they've welcomed me, and I'm very, very grateful.
We just did that podcast the other day together. You were there. I was there.
Sir.
We were both there. Another thing I was curious about is obviously you came up through, WWE developmental. You saw the world very much in a different way. What's it like to be a part of something that is not that? What's it like to be part of a different world for you currently? What's the vibe you got coming in?
It's good. It's a good feeling for me. I'm really grateful to be back in the business. I missed it for a long time. I was away from it for a long time, and I miss the locker room. I miss guys. I miss being in the ring. So it's been a huge blessing. You know, the WWE was one place, and you know, I was at one show prior, and then this will be my second one for NWA. You know, I'm still getting my feet wet, but you know, everything right now has been incredibly positive. You know, I'm you know, I love it.
Joe, you got anything, buddy, there while you're throwing bullseyes?
Oh, man, I've been hitting them all really good here. Look, I'm just excited that Kevin's going to be a part of us. I think it's a big deal, debuting on the pay-per-view. And, I mean, you only get to make your debut in the NWA one time, and people can see that happen, see history made only on Fight if they pre-order that pay-per-view right now.
Right. Fight TV. Get out there and get it.
It's going to be good. It's a cool moment. I'm happy for you. It's full circle. Like you said, it just feels like it's just all coming together.
What's happening in Tampa?
I'm also intrigued.
Yeah.
No, you go.
Yeah,
I was just...
Go ahead, Kevin. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say that it's a very full circle moment in my life. It's kind of, you know, back to the beginning, back where I started in Tampa, Florida. You know, down the street, FCW was there, and NWA's come there, and you know, I'm getting a second shot at this, and it's going to be amazing. And EC3 he's a smart guy, so we're going to get out there and we're going to see what happens.
You're also going to be surrounded by individuals that you came up with, and I have to kind of question: is there possibly a union that we can see down the road? You joining force with somebody else? Is there somebody on the roster that you're looking forward to maybe seeing where things can go with the two of you?
Yeah, you know, Aaron, Steve, I really enjoyed all the wise men. You know, forever. Those guys have been amazing to me, and I've had a great time on the show. And you know, Fox has been amazing to us and me, and so you know, all those guys that I've kind of gotten to know through that show, I'd team up with them any day.
I like that. Well, it would be interesting to see what happens. I see the chat saying, you know, some people are like, this guy's so cool. And some people are like, this guy is faking how nice he is. He's going to get there and he's going to hit somebody with a chair.
Well, that was the old me now. You know, that was this is Kevin Kiley. So, you know, but yeah, no, I'm like I said, I'm very grateful, and it's been a while, and it's going to be nice to get back out there in front of people and in front of you guys and show y'all what I can do, you know?
Kyle said he'll be your bump dummy if you need to break off some ring rust.
Oh, man, if I have to start bumping again, I'm not going to be looking forward to that.
All right. Well, Mr. Kiley, thank you so much for joining us. We want to be respectful of your time, and we appreciate you jumping on here and getting with us ahead of NUFF SAID. This was cool of you. You're going to be making that huge debut on February the 11th, but we feel pretty special ourselves and grateful that we got to have your debut interview in the NWA.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
We will see you this weekend, sir. Good luck.
All right. God bless y'all.
All right. Kevin Kiley. Some people in the chat, you really don't believe that he is that nice. So,
it just seems like it's too good to be true.
They're so jaded.
So am I.
Jaded fans. Oh, there's the puppy. Here's the pupper.
Look at that baby.
I don't know what to believe.
I don't know. I mean, I guess if there's anybody you're going to find it out with, it's going to be EC3. He's got the natural ability to tap into whatever's lying under anybody's facade. So we're going to find out. We've seen him push Tom Latimer to get pretty wild at certain points. And so we'll see what he's got in mind for Kevin Kiley here coming up on February the 11th. All right. And
by the way, this has nothing to do with anything, but Jesus, I got a lot of pens and markers in my bag. This isn't conducive to traveling with.
You should see mine.
I'm going to need them for the meeting, Kyle. So put them in a Ziploc.
Oh,
we'll need it for the agent's meeting.
What else is on the pay-per-view?
Well, I was going to say, I think the only matchup that we haven't really gone out of our way to discuss yet, that at least has been announced so far, is Matt Cardona, of course, challenging for the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. This is going to lead us right into talking about power before we wrap. But I can tell you this about this match, and I'm sure Joe and Kyle don't mind because we're going to announce this probably right after this show goes off the air.
Yeah, we don't mind.
Yeah, but we can confirm Bully Ray will be at ringside. This is unannounced anywhere. So you're getting to hear first on the live stream. Bully Ray is going to be special guest commentator for Tyrus versus Cardona. We're going to see how that plays out. That's an interesting thing that we've seen him on Camille's matches, but this is going to be cool that he's showing up. Cardona.
I've got to ask why he's going to be there. Obviously, my first instinct says he's got some ulterior motives.
Oh,
he just wants to hang out with me and with Tim. Come on, Kyle. Bullseye.
Nobody
What
wants
about
to hang out
Velvet?
with Joe Galli.
Well, we only have 3 headsets.
Everyone wants to hang out.
only 3
It's
headsets.
a 3 headset
Okay.
thing. We need to.
And
We
you
actually really
decided-
should buy another headset, but we only have 3. So
We got 3 chairs, 3 monitors, 3 headsets.
yeah,
That's the kind of
all we got.
behind the scenes that you only get here. On the
I did
NWA
see there was a
Live
text in the middle of Live Power that just said Tim Storm's headset no longer works.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It was
All right.
sent to me by Joseph.
Look
I
at
told
that, Carrie
Trask, and he
Taylor.
goes,
I
okay.
don't know if you asked this, Carrie, right before I said that or not, but he had sent the question, is Bully Ray scheduled for this event? Yes. Yes, Bully Ray is scheduled for this event. He will be special guest commentator of the main event. Now, a big deal for that main event is the potential stipulation we're going to get out of that. But the only way we're going to find out what that is going to be on NWA Power. And we're going to talk about that in just 1 second. First, I just want to remind everybody that if you haven't already, well, first, at nationalwrestlingalliance.com/shop, if you use the code NUFF Dealz, you can get 20% off all the way through February the 14th. And that's thanks to your buddy Danny Dealz there. And also, I just want you to be aware of the pay-per-view coming up on February 11th. NUFF SAID is available on Fight. You can't go there and get in because it's sold out. So you're going to have to get it on Fight if you want to see what happens there and you don't already have a ticket. Also, 2 days of TV tapings if you're not already aware of that. On Sunday, before the big game, you can get in there. Check
Almost
out
sold
NWA
out
Power.
on Sunday. Almost sold out on Sunday. I think we
What's this
just
big
have a
game you're
couple
talking about?
It's called the
The
Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl.
We don't have to do that BS here because we're not on television where they have to say the big game. It's a weird, dumb rule
The
that they
Super Bowl.
actually never really needed to do. Yeah, it's the Super Bowl. But you know what? Keep an eye on our social media platforms because we're trying to find a nice place. And actually, if you're in the Tampa area and you don't know a nice bar and grill where we could all go and watch the game
It's a
together,
matinee.
put it
It'll
in
be
the
over.
chat. Put it in the chat because we're all going to go out and have a good time.
Put it in the chat.
Yeah, so we're going to find a place where we could go and enjoy the Super Bowl nearby.
I'll tell you what, if the show wasn't over before the Super Bowl happened, I guarantee you Kevin Keenan would fake an ACL injury.
Anyway,
He's a shady Northeast brother from Philly. There ain't no way he's going to miss that game.
well, I'm going to run the ad for NUFF SAID and the TV tapings. And when we come back, we're going to talk about what's going to happen tomorrow night on a new episode of NWA Power.
NWA fans, get ready to see the ultimate pro wrestling spectacle live. Join us Saturday, February 11th. Don't miss NWA NUFF SAID on pay-per-view. Coming to you live from the Egypt Shrine Center in Tampa. But that's not all. Mark your calendars for 2 back-to-back power tapings. It's WEDU Studios in Tampa, Florida. Sunday, February 12th and Monday, February 13th. See World Champion Tyrus, World Women's Champion Camille, EC3, Matt Cardona, and many more of today's top talents as they battle it out for dominance in the ring. Don't miss out on all the action. Visit NWATix.com for tickets and order NWA NUFF SAID on Fight TV today. The National Wrestling Alliance. Wrestling as it's meant to be.
Okay, internet champion.
Just so you know, I am
Why don't
in
we
many
do
more.
this?
So
So
for anybody
tonight,
who wants to come and
we
see
have
the
a
deal
match.
machine, I am many more.
Tyrus and partners of his choosing versus you and 2 partners of yours. The winner decides
And now
the
I can't hear
stipulation
anybody.
for Tampa. How about that?
I'll agree, but tonight, I'm not ready yet tonight. If we do this next week, you give me 1 week.
Not ready. Isn't he
You
always
give me
ready?
1 week to find a partner, to get always ready. You're on, and I'll see you in Tampa.
All right, so Dealz couldn't see it apparently there, but we were playing a clip there of Tyrus and Cardona at the contract signing from NWA Power
No,
Live.
everybody was in slow motion doing this.
Oh, no, ours was going good. We just heard you talking over it. It was very weird.
Oh. Well, that's okay. I was just letting everybody know that I'm many more in case you want to go. And don't forget, that's NWATix, NWATIX.com. Say it, Kyle.
I mean, I'm sick of my voice. I can only imagine everybody else's.
Oh, well,
The National Wrestling Alliance. Wrestling as it's meant to be.
I'm not. I need to change
that
into
as
my
my
GPS.
ringtone.
Turn left. Pass this light. At the next light, turn left.
So I used to drive my ex crazy because we'd be driving down the street and I'd just be reading like signs. Right. I'd be like, Mr. Bronner's pocket soap. Just dumb stuff like that.
We're at the intersection of 143rd and Coit, Florida.
Now entering Pennsylvania.
Oh my God. All right. NWA Power comes before NUFF SAID on February the 11th. On February the 7th, you got to check this one out. There's going to be a huge list of matches here to go through. One of those, though, of course, was that clip from the contract signing we just saw. Tyrus ready to just go. And Matt Cardona wants all these stipulations, a death match or a whatever. He wants Mike Knox in there with him. Or
he could be playing the long game. You don't know. He could be playing head games. He could have all the answers, and instead he's just asking all the questions. And also look at him, showing his tongue there to let you know he keeps that nice and clean. Chelsea got him a tongue scraper for Christmas, and he's been very proud of it ever since.
Well, one thing they did settle in on is they both signed the contract, but this week on NWA Power, they've agreed on a 6-man tag match, and Matt Cardona is obviously going to choose Mike Knox as one of his partners, but he'll have a mystery partner.
Oh, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? It's got to be Brian Myers. Well, who made these graphics?
Could it be BSK?
It looks like
BSK. It's got a whole family. What's the mystery here? Tyrus has a crew.
Where's
Jordan Clearwater?
Black. So we're thinking it's going to be the expected people.
Where's Marche?
I was just going to say, where has Marche been? I missed the rock.
Yeah, I don't know. He just kind of disappeared. And you say Jordan Clearwater. You say
maybe
Clearwater,
it's going to be Austin Idol.
Clearwater is going to be in action himself already on the show. He has got an NWA World Television Championship defense against big, strong Mims. That's happening tomorrow night on NWA.
Got to work
Power.
twice.
I mean, I think it's interesting that Mims is cashing in, trying to get this shot already, not wasting any time.
So this is a confirmed late. This is a cash in. Mims is getting a second shot at the.
This is him cashing in.
Nice.
Doing it the honorable way, just like our buddy Alex Taylor.
Letting him know you're coming. Knock, knock. Who's there? Title opportunity. Who dis?
Mims wants that TV title. I respect that. Like he is all about getting that television championship. He fought Tyrus for it a couple of times. He's already fought Clearwater for it. They went to a time limit draw. We're going to see what happens when he cashes in tomorrow night on NWA Power for one more shot.
It is his unspoken holy grail that he has been reaching out for since the inception of Mims. He wants the TV title. He's had the opportunities. Will this be the one? You have to tune in to find out. 6:05 Eastern, only on YouTube.
Well, nobody seems to want to shut up about the Thrill Billy. Well, you'll be able to find out. You'll be happy to find out that tomorrow night on NWA Power, Thrill Billy Silas is in action.
He's amazing.
And Thrill Billy is going to be taking on Kratos, or Kratos, if you're talking.
I just like to call him Most Feared.
Yeah.
Most Feared. That's all you need to know. Look at him right there. The man, shoot fighter, street fighter, impeccable facial hair, Thrill Billy Silas Mason, strength, charisma, impeccable hair, and also quite the lady on his shoulder right there. This one, they've already had one match. Who's going to come out ahead? We're going to find out. NWA Power, YouTube, Tuesday.
Crouton's right there in that picture kind of looks like Emperor Ming from Flash Gordon a little bit.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Good pull.
I wonder how difficult it is to get that goatee and that tie. That's pretty interesting. If you like big boy snap and beat, that might do it for you. The NWA has some of the biggest and baddest, but you know what? They can do better than one match of just giant guys beating the snot out of each other. How about two? Let's throw in Jax Dane, the Dane event, Megala Dane, is going to be taking on Tom Latimer.
He's got a lot of names.
Yeah, that is a huge matchup. These two boys are going to knock the crap out of each other, and I am here for it. I can't wait to see it.
Also, I mean, at a disadvantage, Tom Latimer, we saw the attack. I don't know about you, but I've never been hit in the back of the neck or anywhere else with a kendo stick before. For all I know, that could have irreparable damage there. You get the trauma in the spinal column. You feel it in your fingers, your toes, amongst other parts of your body. It's affecting his marriage. Jax Dane's coming in right at the opportune time. If Tom Latimer can't win this match, what does this mean for the pay-per-view?
Hold on, Kyle. You were on the Indies in the mid-2000s. You mean tell me you never got hit with Singapore cane?
No. I was usually the one that was making sure other people were getting hit with canes.
No, okay. I got hit with one.
I mean, you're very hittable.
Well, there is one other match to talk about. It is non-title, I believe, but it looks like Roxy, and it is non-title because it's Roxy. Roxy and Ella Envy are taking on the Renegade Twins. Now, this is a feud that's been ongoing. We saw Kenzie Page this past week take on one half of the Renegade Twins, and that did not go the way of the Renegade Twins. Kenzie Page coming out on top, perhaps deceptively, but did manage to get the job done. And now Roxy and El Envy will have their opportunity with the Twins. Can they get it done? And if they don't, doesn't this make the Renegade Twins in line to get a shot at those tag team titles?
I think that's exactly what it means.
I mean, one would think, but pro wrestling's quirky. You never know. One thing means one thing. It doesn't mean another all the time. But the Renegade Twins, one of the greatest tag teams that's unsigned in the professional wrestling industry right now, have an opportunity to shine here. As Joe said, if they can be successful here, there's no reason for them not to.
Gotta give them a shot.
Yep.
Gotta give them a shot.
Gotta.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do you have to?
Well, I know William Patrick Corgan and head of talent relations Pat Kenny will be watching this match. They've been watching the Renegade Twins. They've been seeing if Pretty Empowered can actually live up to everything they've claimed they can be. Both teams have a lot riding on this match. One of them is a possibility, and the other one is just the integrity of their championship.
I'm excited to see this one. This is going to be a lot of fun. And, of course, we have that big six-man that we mentioned up top. I don't know why Kyle's doing the people's eyebrow, but
I felt like Dealz was looking at me weird.
Oh, man.
We're talking about
all right, boys. Well, that about wraps it up for this show. We have gone through the whole list of NWA Power. Enough said. We had the great Kevin Kiley on here with us. It's been an eventful past hour, I think.
Did anybody got plugged again, Gary?
Yeah, I'm going to share the code as a matter of fact.
The right code?
I'd be happy to. Yeah, the right
bullseye,
code.
baby.
Bullseye. Get your own bullseye with code NUFF Dealz for 20% off on Thursday or through Thursday. It's time to go.
Easy for you.
February 14th. Oh boy. Anyway, that's at nationalwrestlingalliance.com/shop. I popped myself. That's
I popped myself too.
Yeah, that's probably an off-air conversation. Anyway, thank you everybody for being here. We appreciate you, and we look forward to seeing you probably in 2 weeks, since we'll be super tied up at TV tapings next week.
I was tied up at the beginning of this. Did we talk about Australia?
It got mentioned. Yeah, it did get mentioned that
we got a pay-per-view, we got Power.
We got a lot of things going on, ladies and gentlemen. We got March 4th, Mexico City, World is a Vampire Tour. We got Bubs off to the side of me. What an adorable pup there. I miss my two dogs. We'll see what happens down the road there. April as well. Big news coming around the corner. We're looking to get some news to you about the 7th and 8th of April that we aren't going to touch base on quite yet. But I'd like to give a little teaser there. 15th through the 30th if you're in Australia. I mean, that's a pretty damn good life you got going on there. But come on down, see Smashing Pumpkins. Also see Jane's Addiction and the National Wrestling Alliance as we go against everybody in AAA. And much more. By the way, I love that the promo for the World is a Vampire Tour is not me and also an Australian dude.
Well, yeah.
That makes sense.
It's all like, come on down under there for action and excitement.
We should hire him.
I was told I shouldn't do
him
impressions because I'm not good at them.
Good night, Mike.
Good. You have that foreign connection.
That's not a tour. That's a tour.
Oh, I like that.
By the way,
all right.
Dundee used to be the highest grossing
Australians.
independent motion picture there ever was at the time.
NWA stepping up constantly, money. That's right.
You know, when I was a kid, I thought Mad Max is what Australia was really like. Hey, Puffy.
Parts of it are.
I thought the
first
same
one
thing too.
The first one.
Now I just assume it's all like Wolf Creek.
With the Knight Rider and the Toe Cutter and all that. And Bubba's and Eddie.
Yeah, I like that. I'm scared of the Wolf Creek part of it because I feel like that's what most of Australia looks like, and or the parts where there's crocs.
You don't have to worry about some crazy guy in the outback killing you in Australia.
Bub's
Everything else will kill you before you get there.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Thanks. I feel like that was a threat.
Yeah, diabetes.
100% sure.
No, have you seen those
Moderate
sea
to severe
spiders?
black
The spiders
psoriasis.
that come out of the ocean? Those are scary. Everything there is designed to just like, I don't know. If you believe in a higher power, that higher power decided that nation was just going to be the dangerous place in the world.
Yeah, it's true. Everything in Australia is designed to kill you. All right. Well, thank you all so much for being here. Kyle just went into the light. Joe just hit a bullseye. Dealz is getting attacked by a dog. And I'm going to go hang out and watch TV, I guess.
No, he's going to go pound some gravy cakes.
Yeah, you got that right. As a matter of fact, you all out there, thanks for being here. We'll see you on tomorrow night on NWA Power, then February 11th.
Where am I? How did I get here? What day is it? Is it Monday? Is it Wednesday? Is it October?
Where are my gravy cakes? You all enjoy your gravy cakes, everybody.